Hello, I'm going to do a reading for the weekend. Let's see what the cards say for this weekend. Eight of Swords has just dropped out. This involves societal opinions about what you think, societal conditioning, mental constructs that keep you limited, entrapment, a pause. Let's see which other cards. Energies for this weekend for the collective. Energies for this weekend for the collective, please. No, too many fell out. I've got a big chunk in then. Energies this weekend, please, for the collective. What are the energies this weekend? Seven of Cups. Smoke and mirrors. Dysfunctional emotions. Dysfunctional information and ways of operating. Poison chalices. Or it can mean overwhelm. Too much choice. Difficulty seeing the wood for the trees. But it certainly involves illusions. Eight of Swords. Seven of Cups. I'm being quiet. This is why I'm a bit subdued because I'm trying not to wake people upstairs. It's another late reading. So I'm sorry. I'm keeping it more low key so that I don't wake up anybody. Been trying to do a reading all day, and again I've not managed to do it. So let's see. Another card, please. Oh, the Ace of Wands. New passion for new beginnings, new ideas, new projects, an injection of energy, the potential for growth, the potential for the beginning of a new cycle of growth. Can also mean passion, a burst of passion, renewed passion, energy. Let's see. Then the Three of Wands. So this is gone through. He's gone through the portal. He's had the choice. The two of Wands is choices. He's gone through the Two of Wands through the middle of the portal, and he's holding on to the third wand, the middle wand, the wand that represents the best of both these choices to move forward in. He's put his stake in the ground. He's going to move forward into a new territory, which totally goes with this. Okay, so new beginnings, new passion for new projects, and then it's gone through the decision-making process, gone through the portal, and he's decided on to hold that wand for movement and progress forward. Also, if you can see, there's nothing here. So he's looking at open ground. It's a blank canvas on which to create. He could also be waiting for something to come to him. Tower card again. This is the third time. So the Tower card featured massively in terms of power structures and authority figures last weekend. And then I did a reading midweek, which had the Tower card again in reference to last weekend. But unfortunately, something went on with the video editing suite that I use, and I've not managed to load it up. It won't load up for some reason. I've had technical problems. So it's interesting though, because this is the third time since last Saturday that this has come. So the Tower for the collective really features quite strongly. Tower card, one more. What's after the Tower card? What's after the Tower? Ooh. Six of Swords, out of troubled waters, moving out of troubled waters. One more. Oh, these want to come out. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, wealth, financial accumulation, but also family hierarchy, family tree, ancestors, family unit, all the different age groups within that family unit, legacies, inheritance, yeah, wealth, elite families, and then the Knight of Swords. My goodness, what a hodgepodge of cards. Fast action, fast action. So, my goodness. Let me have a look. So, yeah, I'm going to take this down and show you. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords. We've got the Seven of Cups. The Ace of Wands, new beginnings. Three of Wands. The Tower card. Six of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. And looking at it from that's how it looks. You could screenshot that if you wanted to. Okay. Put this back up again now. Oh, there we are. Right. So, Seven of Swords going into the Seven of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands. Yeah. So those of you who've been feeling held up, held, paused, stymied, trapped, bound, restricted, want to say something, see something, can't say it, want to do whatever it is you want to do that feels true to you, can't do it. Words from societal conditioning, words from family conditioning, rules in society, not self. It's the parts of us that are not true to ourselves that run the show. This, and many people in the collective now are realizing they've trapped themselves, they've hemmed themselves in by not being true to themselves. And this follows on really well from this. So the Seven of Cups, through not being true to themselves and attaching to emotional investments that are like poison chalices that are not giving what they think they're giving. See, I don't know if you can see on one of these cards, that's right, on this card here, can you see there's a skull? That means that person here is reflected in that here. So we think we're looking at a person, an alive person, but we're not. It's a skull. It's not a real person. It's not an alive person. It's smoke and mirrors. It's nothing solid. It's all the cups are placed in the clouds, which means there's illusion and delusion. So due to delusion, due to distraction and emotional investment in things that are not real, that are dysfunctional, due to overwhelm as well. This can mean overwhelm, this card. Too many choices, not knowing which ones to take. And really, it traps you, it keeps you static. So those of you who are feeling static and trapped in a kind of dysfunctional inertia, these two cards are explaining that, are describing that. Okay, But in order to move forward, before we move, sometimes before a bow and arrow, so before the arrow shoots forward, has to be pulled back. And what many within the collective will be feeling at the moment that resonate with this is that they've gone backwards, they've taken steps backwards. What seemed to work for them, what seemed to be ticking along nicely, they've gone backwards. They've taken backward steps. It's not resonating anymore. They feel trapped within it. They're really wondering if they've been investing in delusions, and the truth of what some of you want is being questioned here because of the feeling of entrapment. But before the arrow can shoot forward where it needs to go, this has to happen. This pause and this recognition that where you were was not where you need to be. And then this is when the arrow is fired. So the arrow's fired, and we've got the Ace of Wands, which is new passion and beginnings, new ideas. Some of you may be feeling that things that you'd like to do, things that you've been trapped and felt you couldn't do, a moment of clarity will come. Maybe there's a number of things that some of you have been looking into and thinking, moving forward, what path am I going to follow? That moment of clarity will happen. So these two are part of the process. These two are when you realise there's something not right, something life isn't working the way you want it to, and the things that you've based aspects of your life on are actually entrapping you. And you need to realise those things before you move forward with moment of clarity. So this is the clarity, this is the passion and the realisation that there's growth and harvest to be had from a different direction, from something that brings about what's true, what you feel passionate about. How many of you are really following your passions? How many of you are trusting what you feel passionate about? How many of you know what you feel passionate about? This is the wand of passion and motivation and the fire in your belly, and belief. It's a fire element going forward with the torch, where you want to move forward. So these are all these green shoots represent the spring promise of harvest, promise of things coming to fruition, that are represented by the energy of fire and the wand to propel that forward and to help that grow and to keep that dream alive, to keep that idea sustained and not giving up on it, which fits perfectly with this. He's now looking at his the view in front of him. It's like a blank canvas to create. What is he thinking of creating? What are you wanting to create for yourselves that requires that belief and that passion? Where can you move forward? What have you wanted to do that society hasn't, or family values haven't really allowed, or that you've kept yourself locked in? It's time to think about those things. Where is the passion that you haven't unleashed yet, and where do you want to take it? How do you want to paint your canvas for your life moving forward? So this is about breaking out of restrictions, but having the conviction of your beliefs, conviction of determination, fire in your belly to paint a new picture for yourself, to build on that. That's like flat, arid land that can be built on. What are you going to create that moves you forward, that takes you out of this The effect of that, because some of you have been held back by the conditioning and the not selves that are created as we grow up, according to the rules of society and the norms in our family and the identities that we develop and we sustain and keep thinking that they are who we are. When we break out of that and we go into a new direction to create something new for ourselves, it can often have this effect around us. So don't be disturbed and dissuaded by that potentiality. So for those of you who have had things in your mind that you want to, life changes you want to make, and you want to live more by your passion, the things that really switch you on, rather than the societal rules and restrictions, it will have that effect when you break out of those societal rules of the things that don't feel true to you anymore. It will have that effect, but coming close next to it to support is moving out of troubled water. What's not working, that can't sustain any longer, the tower blasts off and nothing's the same in that respect again. So it's an ending and a new beginning, and this is taking you through. And see the swords represent ideas, belief systems. So she's trapped by belief systems and ideologies that that she's absorbed from her upbringing and from societal norms. But she's now being taken out of the troubled waters of the Tower card with her new ideas leading the way. So once you're able to align your belief system with your passion and cut through the emotions, the emotional confusion of the Seven of Cups, see the water here? So emotions can hold us up as well. Emotional confusion can keep us stuck in that position. See? Once you break through and you really believe in that, you'll cut through all the stagnant emotional confusion. You'll go through the troubled waters, that breaking free, the scary McDairy, breaking free maybe opinions of other people. You might want to break out of a relationship. You might want to leave your job and start a new business. This is the card for starting new projects, including new businesses. You might want to align your passion with your career. It might scare your family members, and it might cause people to really question what you're doing, or want to try and keep you and your partner together because it's too shocking to think you've split up and whatever. It's going to have that effect on your environment, but you really can believe in the stirring of your passion to move into a different direction, and you've got the support, and you will come out of the troubled water. This card is about coming out of troubled water, and you will be able to lead with your new these are freed up. Okay, instead of binding her, they're now leading her out of troubled water to wealth, success. This is a really positive card. Tens are endings and beginnings. So it's like you're going to complete the circle. You're going to come and complete the circle. So those things that maybe you've been wanting to do that go back to childhood even, I think people are taking stock now in their life and what they want to do with their life and whether they want to carry on. And those things that appeared to be solid and serve your purpose may be feeling those aspects in your life. They're past the sell-by date now. So this brings you back to maybe some of the initial passions and ideas you had, maybe those that you had when you were a child, See the 3 generations we've got, child, grandfather, man, woman, and child by his side. So, and also, what have you inherited within your family patterns that have held you back or that help and support you? What ancestral support can you get from connecting with your ancestors, talking to them, seeing whether they pop up in your dreams and support you, whispering in your subconscious and it filtering through? You've also got a whole lifetime of experiences that support you. You've got more knowledge than you realise. You've been the old man, you've been the young man, the young woman, and you've been the child, you've even been the dogs in different lifetimes. You've got a whole wealth of material and resources to draw on, to move forward, to end this and to move forward with this. And when you decide to, go for it. This is the action taker, the fastest action taker in the pack. Just go for it. You've got your new sword of truth. So this Ace of Wands is fueling his passion and his desire. And the Ace of Wands also becomes the sword of truth. He's taking action, fast action by his truth. So this is about, these cards are about people breaking free, breaking out of what they have been believed that they ought to be and how they ought to live and what they ought to do, cutting through the dysfunctional emotional stagnation and illusions, getting hold of their beliefs and passion for something new, for the ideas for a project, a new business, or even a new love, and the ending of a present relationship to move forward with this new love that you may feel, or new ideas, or new whatever it is that propels you through life. We need fire to propel us through life. If we didn't have fire, the element of fire, we would be stagnant and heavy. We would be drowning in emotions, dysfunctional emotions. Cups represent emotions. So it's time to break free. It's time to break free. All she can do while she's tied up is connect with her heart. She can't see through her blindfold and she can't move her hands, and she's trapped and encased by these swords that represent ideologies that don't belong to her. The ideologies that she's had to adopt, religious, political, societal, familial, family ideologies, which again ties in with that. Okay. Let the family work for you, not against you. Okay. So hold on to that. Envision what you want. Manifest it. Visualize it. You see an empty space. What do you want to fill in that space? How do you want your life to be going forward? He looks like a man of stature. You've got all the life experience you need. You've been all these people in many different lifetimes. Okay? You're a whole generation of people in one person through the lifetimes you've lived. He has stature, he has knowledge, he has wisdom. He can envision a new scene, a new future. He can build. You will stand on ground to build. The mountain's gone. You've identified. You're going to align yourself with that and you can build something new. So go for it. Don't worry that this might be the impact on aspects of your life, because you will soon come out of that trouble. You will soon come out of troubled water with a new set of ideas leading the way and steering you through the stagnation. Here we no longer have these clouds. Clouds are confusion, dysfunctionality. Here it's open water. The clouds don't exist. The sky is a very, very pale, pale, pale grey, but it's not dark and problematic like these clouds. So it's a very still, calm. You will gain peace if you believe in that and align with that. This is spirit, God, source, soul. Align with it, and then your thoughts will move you forward. And you will also be able to create what you want. Leave a legacy. Leave a legacy for your children. Leave a legacy for your family. So go for it. Take action. Fast. Take action. Believe. These two have the same energy. Strong fire, strong torch, and fast action. So it's time to put your passion into action. This is the energy for this weekend. Breaking free of restrictions, aligning with your truth. Weathering the tower moment. Don't worry. It has to come out for you to move forward. Whatever it is you want to change in your life, whatever it is that's making you feel stagnant and static, and that you feel isn't really true to you. We have to become really true to ourselves now, and be in alignment with who we want to be and who we truly feel we are, and not on what our family heritage, work, societal norms have told us we are and we need to be. We don't need to be any of that. We have to be true to ourselves, our God source, our soul, whatever it is that connects you with source. So yeah, this is the weekend. This is the weekend to get that ball rolling and take fast action. Eventually, once you've got that ball rolling, trust that these thoughts and ideas you have to support this will take you to a place where you can charge forward with the one sort of truth. Okay, and you might have to, because you may experience shock, horror, resistance, trauma from those around. You might have to be forceful and say, no, I know what's true for me. I'm going for it. You might have to employ the determination and the speed and the single-mindedness and the aggression as well of the Knight of Swords in order not to, excuse me, I've got itchy here, in order to not be put off by this happening. And remember, as soon as this happens, you're going to be propelled in the direction you want to go, and you're going to be taken out of troubled water. This is only happening because that happened. Okay? Because that happened and that happened. So it's about becoming true to yourself, believing in your passion, having faith in what your spirit and your soul feels burning inside, and taking that action and knowing that you're going to be absolutely fine. Let me do a final card to sum it up. So, final card, please, for the collective. Breaking free of restrictions, aligning with soul, source, passion, to move forward with new ideas, a new way of making changes, breaking out of restrictions. One final card, please, to sum it all up. Yeah, end of struggles. You'll bring an end to struggles. So 10 of Wands. And remember, the thing that started it off is the Ace of Wands. So this is the first one, and this is the last one. You'll bring an end to struggle. 10 is endings, and then 1 and 0 is 1. That. So this is going to bring, if you align yourself with this, the struggle and the stagnation and the confusion and dysfunctionality will come to an end. Okay? So go for it. Time to reevaluate. Those are the energies for this weekend going forward into this week. Time for reevaluation and trust. Don't forget that. That won't fail you, because that's in alignment with Source, God, and your true self, your passion. Your passion won't let you down. Okay, have a good weekend. Bye.